Just shut up and count us in.
You know what? All right, starting in. And welcome to Hero Power. I'm your host, Avanties. This is episode number 145. And as always, I'm joined by my co-hosts, Zerotio.
As always, whether you like it or not, what is up, gang?
And Mattatarms.
Hey, Mr. Peterson.
Nice reference.
Oh. So, all right.
That's for you, Ringo.
Yeah. So, no new emails or comments or iTunes reviews this week. So,
Okay, so no new iTunes reviews, but somehow we just shot up about 6 spots on the search. So for those that are out there checking us out for the first time, because obviously we're getting a lot of new listeners and new viewers, thank you for the support, and please consider giving us a review. It does nothing but help us.
all right. All right. So let's jump right into the news. So it's here, guys. Finally, after 2 weeks, we have Boomsday Solo Content. So it's time to venture into the Puzzle Lab. If you are unfamiliar with what the Puzzle Lab is, there are 4 different types of puzzles. You've got lethal puzzles, board clear puzzles, cloning puzzles, and
Survival
puzzles.
Oh, wait. Yeah.
The cloning is the mirror.
Cloning is mirror.
Mirror puzzles
right.
Yeah.
You have to match up the board exactly on both sides, even matching up health.
Yeah.
And that's
Minion
pretty
health,
difficult.
Minion placement, everything counts. Lethal puzzles are just what they sound like. You have 1 turn to figure out how to kill the opposing hero. The board clear puzzles, you have 1 turn to figure out how to clear both sides of the board, not just your opponent's, but yours as well. And of course, in the survival puzzles, usually you start at a pretty low health and you have to get yourself back to 30, because as soon as you do, the opponent's hero power is going to hit you for 29.
And as you go up further through it, that changes slightly. The conditions to survive change. As you get in the later ones, the hero power will even hit you as much as 40. And sometimes there's a minion on the board, it'll do 100 damage to you. So it changes as it gets more difficult further up. And one really interesting kind of puzzle is trying to find a way to get Malygos on the board so that your hero becomes immune. That's about where I'm at in the stages on the Booms, Dr. Boom's challenges. It's a lot of fun. It is definitely a lot of fun.
Yeah, it is a complete blast. I loved every single puzzle. Spoiler alert, I finished it this afternoon while processing point cloud data. Since my computer was tied up for most of the day at work.
Yeah.
So
Nice.
All right. So let's
I loved every little bit of it. There was only like 2 or 3 puzzles that I think I actually sought out help on. One was a defile puzzle in the lethal area.
Yep.
And the other one involved test subject and topsy-turvy, and my brain just doesn't work that way. So that's what I did for that.
In the initial, the first tier, I actually had to get help on 1. But so far in the Dr. Boom ones, which is the final boss, I've only had to get help on 2 puzzles. I finished Lethal and the second one. Is that the cloning?
Yeah, it's mirror.
Yeah, the mirror one.
Mirror. I still have to finish. I'm 4 of 6 of survival, and I'm 2 of 4 of the other one, the board clear.
Yeah. Okay, so let's talk about overall. I know, Matt, you said you were really enjoying it, but overall first impressions. How do you think, or how do you feel? Team 5. Do you feel like they nailed this? Do you feel like it's missing something? Give us your overall first impressions of the Puzzle Lab.
First impressions, I thought they absolutely nailed it. They hit everything I think they should have, except for one lethal puzzle, which they should have added, which was Reckful missing lethal at BlizzCon just to poke it with them. But honestly, the fact that the mirror puzzle was completely different from anything you've ever done. The heal puzzle, the survival puzzles near the end got completely crazy with what you could do. I think they knocked it out of the park. The only thing I would love for them to add would be able to give us the keys to this mode and let the community come up with ideas and push it into the client and let the rest of the community try to figure it out.
Well, that's really cool because, that was something that Cossack had mentioned in the video was that, they kind of took their inspiration from some of the puzzles that the community has been doing going back as far as, the beginning of Hearthstone. So, the community is definitely capable of coming up with some pretty incredible ideas for puzzles and whatnot. Zerotio, how about you? What were your first overall impressions?
I've really, really liked this mode. This is a type of mode I've been wanting to see a long time. I'm a big fan of Magic, the Planeswalker duels, and in that, there is puzzle modes, and the puzzle modes are so much fun. There was one that was really fun. It was one of the Dr. Boom ones, and you have to use Grim Patrons, and I ended up needing to find a guide, and I found a guide done by Trump, and Trump goes through it, and as he's doing it, he's like, this seems familiar to me. Something with this just seems I feel like I've already done this puzzle, but I haven't. It's the first time he's seen it. So he goes through a few tries, and then he's like, wait a minute, and then they do a flashback. He did a video, what was it, like almost 3 years ago, where he wasn't able to get lethal, and he missed lethal. So he played the video back and live on his stream talked through how to get lethal. And if you watch that video from a couple years ago, the hand, board state, everything was 100% identical to Trump's original video that he did on that one match he had. And it took him like at least a dozen tries to figure it out this time. And he figured it out last time. That it was the Order of the Whirlwind that was the important part. And before he had realized that he wanted to do the Whirlwind earlier to maximize his minions on the board, but later found out that the Whirlwind later gave him more damage to his Frothing Berserker, even though it was less Grim Patrons created. So it was really neat to see that Blizzard has obviously been paying attention to some of these, and there's a lot of other board states. I saw one with the Topsy-Turvy priest that was very similar to the dog video, where he was in a specific board state, and it became real popular all over Reddit. And that was just a few weeks ago, and it made its way into the game. So Blizzard clearly has its pulse on the community, and they obviously pay attention to Reddit and Facebook and Twitter. And this shows they care. The only thing I didn't like about it, and I don't think there's anything they could do to fix this, but as far as solo content goes, the replayability is very limited, and you can pretty much go online and in a day or two and find the solutions to 90% of these pretty easily, even a day afterwards, which means I feel a little less special having the card back because a lot of people can just get the card back by watching tutorials on videos and get it. Where getting the Arthur's portrait and getting the card back from the kobolds and catacombs and from the monster hunt, those feel special to me because I know not a lot of people have them. Not a lot of people are necessarily going to get them because it's difficult content. But just about everybody can get the card back that you get for completing this just by finding the guides and following them, which isn't a terrible thing. Call it first world problems, but it is the only negative I can say about this. But I wouldn't have it any other way. I mean, I wouldn't want to get rid of it just to not have that problem. So I'm fine with it.
So I feel like that if you are going through and completing these without the use of guides, if you're actually sitting there figuring out the puzzles, these are situations that obviously, as Zerotio has pointed out, you will see in the game. It will make you a better player. So, like, especially if you are new to the game or you struggle, to get certain ranks, go through these and play them. See the scenarios, figure them out, and it'll make you see lines of play in games that you might not have seen previously.
So, funny story here and a little bit of a shout out. I was doing, I streamed for 5 hours the day it was released yesterday. Was it Monday? And, did these puzzles. And while I was streaming, a friend of mine on my friends list goes by Igor Natasha, asked me if I had solved Dr. Boom 4-6. And I said, no, I'm not even to Dr. Boom yet. I'm still going through them and kind of disregarded it. Well, I'm going through the challenges and I've gotten all of them done, all the first ones done, except for one. I think it was a survival puzzle. I was having trouble on the third tier. So I look up a guide and I click on a YouTube link and I'm watching them, go into my specific boss. And I look up and I see the name, and it was Igor Natasha. His guide. He created a guide for all of the bosses that they defeated. So it was really neat to see a friend on my friends list actually providing this kind of help to the community. So Igor Natasha, big shout out to you. And your guide helped me. Now, I did use a couple guides. I think I've used a total of 3 so far, and I've only used them when I literally have banged my head against it for more than an hour, in one case, almost 3 hours on one fight, and could not find a solution after good 30, 40 attempts. So I'm not going to say that anybody that used the guide is lesser of a person, but please try these without a guide. And of course, if you need a guide, go ahead, but don't on your first or second attempt just go straight to a guide and complete it, because you're honestly just depriving yourself of that experience. It's not just about getting the card back.
Yeah. All right. Also, we didn't mention, but if you log in and if you log in anytime now within the next few days, maybe a week, you'll also get 3 free packs just for logging in to check out the content.
Now, the only thing that is different about this solo content than past solo contents is usually you got some free packs, and then as you completed certain aspects of it, you got additional packs, or you were given quests to, win so many games as a certain hero on the monster hunt, or do certain things in the dungeon runs. None of those things were prevalent in this solo content. I don't know how they would do it fairly or easily. That's just not just gimme packs away. But I do like that they gave the 3 free packs. I think it's enough. And honestly, this solo content is worth doing just because it's fun. This is one of the first solo contents that I can say it's not just about completing it and having a completionism mindset. these are enjoyable and actually can help you become a better Hearthstone player, because a lot of these are neat situations. Now, some of them, as you're getting further on, you think it's getting harder and harder, and then you're given a situation and it's a very complex board state, and you have a hand, and literally the combo to solve it is one card.
Mm.
And I love that they did this. We're right in the middle of it when you think it's getting more difficult. They give you something so simple you overlook it. In this case, I'm not giving specific spoilers, but in this case, I did 3 attempts until I finally kind of turned my head sideways, looked at the one card, and went, wait a minute. What if I just play that card? And sure enough, it won. So it was nice that they were like, okay, we made it so difficult the last 2. We're just going to make a really easy one for you and see if you can figure it out.
Yeah.
And a lot of them, it's like it comes down to not just like, okay, which cards of these do I use and which one's the trap card in the hand, or to perfect sequencing of events to get that extra 1 or 2 points of lethal, to get that extra little nudge on the board clear. You know what I mean? Where it's like, okay, if I do it what I usually would do, this one thing survives on my side, but I needed to die, so I need to use this. So, and I think they did a really good job of that. And also with some of the extra cards, it almost feels like, okay, there's the one solution that I think everybody would get, but maybe there is a way to use, the true silver in that one battle, or, not do this a certain way.
Oh yeah, and there was a lot of like solutions that I get done and go, wait, I think there was like 2 or 3 other ways I could do this, and somewhat I was having trouble with one. The one I had to look a guide on, the first one I did. Somebody in my chat was like, I'll give you a hint. You use your hero power last, and I looked up the guide and I was like, no, I use my hero power like one of the first things I did. So then I decided to look for more guides, and sure enough, there was a guide where you use the hero power last. So he was right, but it also led me the wrong direction because I kept trying to find that one solution where you use your hero power last when there was actually another solution, or possibly even a third solution where your sequencing really didn't matter. So don't get yourself pigeonholed into one specific way. And there are a lot of cards you're not sure how they interact with each other because they're from different sets and you've never seen the cards interact together. It's really nice just to try it, see how it happens, see what happens with it. If you have a card in your deck and there's a way to draw it first to see if maybe it's part of the combination. And if it's not, then reset and then don't worry about drawing for the rest of the way. But if it is, then now well, I need to draw first so I can get that card. So keep your mind open and don't be afraid to fail, because through failure, you find the answer.
And the fact that they set up this mode in such a way that literally the end turn button returns into the reset button.
Oh.
And the reset happens instantly. And if you're in a puzzle setting, like it literally just rolls on to the next puzzle as soon as you finish the last puzzle.
The UI is absolutely beautiful. Not only is it very seamless, easy to use, one clickable, but it's pretty too. When you finish something, the board state for that challenge makes it clearly obvious that you finished it. And the board clear one, you'll have plants grow out of the ground to signify that you completed it. I think one of the other ones has this grid, like a matrix grid, go over it. And it's very unique, very crisp, very clean. And if you get to a state where you've clearly failed, it will just say resetting board, and it'll automatically reset it for you. You don't have to sit there and leave the game and join back in. If you're not supposed to take any damage and you go to 0 health, it'll just reset and start you right over without you having to reset the board. That is just clean. It's crisp. They did this right.
I agree. So great job to Blizzard for the solo content. Great job to Dave and his team for the mission design. It's just a lot of fun. So, all right. So, as we had mentioned last week, there was a little tournament we held here in the Knoxville area. Just wanted to give you an update on that. And I want to shout out and say thank you to Level Up Games and Fade to Karma for sponsoring the event. And special thank you to Pear for coming down and participating in the event with us this past Saturday. It was a lot of fun. We had 29 entrants into the event, which was
and a few spectators too.
And we had a few people come to spectate and hang out and earn the to come in and earn the Nimsy portrait while we were there. But yeah, I was really, really happy with the number of people that we had. It didn't feel like it was too big, but it was good. Everybody seemed to have a good time. And our finalists in the event were Air Lordrio and Zonin. Those of you who may be local to the Knoxville area will know Zonin. He has competed in events before. And
if you've been to one of our firesides, you've been beaten by Zonin.
Yeah.
I'll just say that.
He was
I know I
a
have.
hero.
He beats
was
me on a
kind of
regular
hero
basis.
For us a couple of times. But the finals went all 5 games. It was fantastic. A lot of fun to watch. And the deck lists were so diverse. That was probably one of the things I was happiest about with this tournament. It wasn't a set of 4 decks that everybody brought because that was what was strong in the meta. It was very diverse. We probably had 15 or 20 different deck lists all spread out over the course of everybody, and it was just a lot of fun. And I appear to have lost my co-hosts. Let's see if I can get them back.
Really feel.
All right. And we're back.
It wasn't me, I swear.
I was really getting for the first time. I actually listened to Avanties and was really paying attention to him, and then he drops me off the call.
Don't believe a word. He has never once paid attention to anything I've ever had to say.
What?
Exactly. So, yeah.
So on the topic of the tournament and the decks, we had a very diverse attendance, and that makes me feel really good as a community member in the local community in Tennessee. We had players from Kentucky, all throughout Tennessee, Georgia. We had young players. We had a father-son. I think the father I think he was in his 50s, and he enjoyed himself. And his son,
players from North Carolina.
Oh yeah, North Carolina too. I forgot about those guys.
Nice.
Females, males, just the gambit was all over with the diversity we had. We also had budget players, free to play players. You had your cash cows that buy every expansion. So it was people that had decks that from cards from a few sets ago because they don't have a lot of cards or they haven't played in a while. Just is a huge diverse community, and everybody had so much fun. I do have to personally give one personal shout out, and we've done it once already. I got to do it again. Is to Pear. If you don't know Pear, she was on one of our recent episodes. She is a Twitch streamer over at twitch.tv/Pear_HS. She is a absolute joy to be around. She was just very into the community, very polite, was willing to talk to people about her sponsorship and her stream and just about Hearthstone in general. I did a lot of casting Saturday, so I didn't have as much time to hang out with Pear as I wanted, but we were able to talk some and get lunch together. And if you can go and support somebody in the community that not only is a great Hearthstone player, great community member, but is an ambassador for females in esports and females in gaming in general, definitely go over to twitch.tv/Pear_HS and follow her and support her because she is great.
Absolutely. So, all right. Again, congrats to Zonin on winning the whole thing. We gave out a few $100 in
Yeah.
swag and prizes. First prize for this tournament was $50 Amazon gift card plus a 8-inch LED Arthas statue.
Yep.
Second
Wow.
place walked away with $20 in Amazon gift credit and a Hearthstone plush pillow. Third place walked away with $10 in credit and a Hearthstone mug and coaster set.
Mm-hmm.
And fourth, we even prized all the way down to fourth place. They got
Wow.
a $10 Amazon gift card and a Murloc pop figure. So, everybody had a good time. We raffled off prizes between rounds. So it was a lot of fun. If you're ever in the area and we're hosting an event, let me know. I'd love to have you come by and play. We just like getting the community together to play Hearthstone.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun, and we did raffles throughout the day, like Avanti said, and that was one thing that really made me feel good, is because when we started doing the raffles, and our community members that came out to pay $5 to get into a tournament saw that we were also giving out all kinds of swag, and everybody walked away with a little bit of something. They felt like that $5 entry into the tournament was worth something. Even if it was just a little, a bauble giveaway, at least they were able to walk away feeling like they got something from it other than just the experience of playing on Hearthstone. We also did a featured table where we cast a different match every round, and you could see some nerves from the players. We put them in their own room so they could see face-to-face with their opponent. So it gave kind of just regular members of the community that have never been in a tournament before that little bit of experience of what it would be like to go to something like a DreamHack or like a PAX East and compete at one of these large opens, but in a smaller, more intimate, tournament where it's not so much is on the line. There's not so much in the nerves. So if you are interested in getting into competitive Hearthstone, go to a local fireside, be part of these small little tournaments, and that'll help you get that experience for something bigger.
That's right. All right, so this week's Tavern Brawl is a scientific recipe. Dr. Boom has been experimenting with the very fabric of deck creation. Choose a class and marvel at the latest in deck recipe technology. So, you guys had a chance to play the Tavern Brawl yet, Zerotio?
Yes, I have one tip: play Rogue and win.
Agreed.
Okay, so there you have it.
It is, if I'm not mistaken, I didn't play it a lot because I didn't have a lot of time today. I think it's not all 18 recipes.
It's just
I think it only
ones.
does the most recent ones.
Yeah.
So whatever class you play, you'll always get that same recipe. And the Rogue one is the Death Rattle Rogue, and it's the best, in my opinion. It's the best of all 9 recipes.
Okay.
It's like a mini whiz bang brawl, but you get to choose the class.
Right. Okay. Cool. So, all right. Well, there you go. I haven't had a chance to play it yet, so I'm glad for the tip to play Rogue. I will probably try it after the show. All right. So this week's deck list is one that you've probably more than likely already seen. It's been played a lot in the last couple of weeks, and it was played a lot in the tournament that we just ran. It was a pretty popular deck list, and that is the Druid Malygos combination deck. So I'll run down the deck list, and then I'll kind of turn it over to Matt to talk about how the deck plays and what you're looking for. So the deck list is 2 Moonfires, 2 Lesser Jasper Spellstone, 2 Naturalize, 2 Wild Growth, 1 Ferocious Howl, 2 Branching Paths, 1 Phlebidnus Floop, 2 Swap, 1 Twig of the World Tree, 2 Arcane Tyrant, 2 Giggling Inventor, 2 Nourish, 2 Spreading Plague, 1 Azalina Soul Thief, 1 Dream Petal Florist, 1 Malfurion the Pestilent, 1 King Toggwaggle, 1 Malygos, and 2 Ultimate Infestations. So, I don't know, should I call you Mattatarms or Zerotio now? Why don't you tell us a little bit about how this deck works?
First off, I don't know what happened. My Skype decided to just randomly close. But it still said I was on the call, so I don't know.
It's Skype. What can you expect? All right, so this plays a lot like your traditional Malygos Druid. It's honestly, it looks like a combo deck, but in reality, it's a tempo deck. You want to keep the board as clear as possible. You want to kind of have those big swing turns. You kind of want to drop Malygos and explode face as much as you can. Floop helps with that a lot when you copy your Malygos, but quite honestly, Floop turns into a 3/4 Giggling Inventor for 4 mana half the time, depending on what your matchup is, which is perfectly fine, quite honestly. The Toggwaggle Soul Thief is a secondary / primary win condition against decks that kind of decide to have a lot of armor. You get to fatigue yourself out. Then hopefully your Dream Petal hits either Azalina or Toggwaggle, and you can swap the deck, steal the ransom, and decide that no, you get to have my terrible deck back, my empty deck back, and take fatigue damage. Yeah, it's a very difficult deck to play. I would actually, if you're going to play this style of deck, I would actually recommend playing the just straight up Malygos build, which basically the only changes are Dream Petal's probably not in there, Soul Thief and Toggwaggle are not in there, and they replace those with Alex Straza and the Lich King, and probably another Ferocious Howl. But this deck, when it works, is probably the grossest deck I have ever played in Hearthstone. Basically, yeah, just use your removal save a swipe, and save both Moonfires, and hopefully get Malygos down. Hopefully he survives, or if he doesn't, well, you got Floop there as a backup, and you can swipe Moonfire for lethal most of the time.
So,
cool.
I have a question about this deck. I haven't played it because to me it seems really hard to get to that Malygos or even the Toggwaggle Azalina turn. You say save your swipes and your Moonfires, but use your removal. If you don't use your swipe and Moonfires as removal, that makes your removal pretty much only naturalize and what? That's it?
Spellstone.
Spellstones.
And also
Spellstone, okay.
And a lot of times Malfurion is a 3 mana, 2 mana, 3 mana, or 3 damage removal spell.
Yeah.
Okay.
So there's, I mean, like, yeah, you tend to use try to use one swipe depending on the matchup. If it's like a zoo matchup or an aggressive matchup, yeah, go ahead and use both swipes, because you're probably going to win off of Spreading Plague anyway if they go wide. Spreading Plague, Branching Pass for armor or attack just to get, out of their range of damage.
So clearly your mulligan is going to be for ramp and card draw, right?
Mainly, if it says Mana Crystal on the card, keep it. That's the mulligan advice. Maybe there's some thought of keeping Ultimate Infestation in the mulligan. If I don't have any ramp, I pitch it. If I do, I tend to keep it. And yeah, like it's Wild Growth, Nourish, and Twig, which are the main ones I'm looking to keep.
And that's my other question. I've had a hard time whenever I play a Druid deck that has 2 Ultimate Infestation. It always seems like 1 too many. Sometimes 2 too many, but I always feel bad with that second Ultimate Infestation. Like it always ends up burning a hole in my hand because I can't play it because I'll start taking fatigue or my hand's too full. Is there enough merit to keep 2 in here, or maybe taking one out and putting in like a dream pedal in?
The reason to keep 2 is for the Toggwaggle combo.
Okay.
So you do deck yourself out, and then you, like, if you burn 3 or 4 cards decking yourself out, as long as you have at least 1 naturalize, you're in good shape.
So the goal is you don't mind if you fatigue as long as you're not fatiguing a combo piece, because you're going to be swapping the deck with your opponent anyways.
Correct.
Yeah, and normally after you do the deck swap and you take their library, at that point is when you want to start naturalizing creatures, forcing them to be deeper into the fatigue damage than you. So
yeah, I love combo decks, but the Toggwaggle combo decks have always been the one I'm just not. Maybe I don't have the right mindset for. I have a hard time doing the Toggwaggle in a way that I don't screw it up for myself. I'm
just as bad as you are with this deck. I ran about 50% last night and a couple days before that. And the Toggwaggle Azalina stuff, my mind doesn't work like that well enough. So it gets a little confusing to me. I remember the first game I played with this deck, I Azalina'd a Shutterwalks deck after Toggwaggling, and after he Shutterwalked and he had a bunch of 1-mana Shutterwalks in his hand, that basically was my own personal version of hell, because it was just Shutterwalk. We just repeated Shutterwalks until we all just both of us got sick of the game, and I just quit.
Yeah, and there's always merit to just practicing a deck you're not good with, and I think part of my problem is when this deck became popular, I was sitting around the rank 3 mark, and tanking myself all the way to 5 is it's just a bad time to test out a deck like this. Maybe when the ladder resets and I'm back at the rank floor 5, maybe that's what I need to practice this deck, when losing 8 in a row trying to learn a deck is not as bad on me, because I can't lose stars at this rank. So maybe if next time I tank my rank, maybe that's the moment I need to go ahead and try this. I do have the cards for this deck, because I've always been a really big fan of the Druid, so I make sure to have those cards. So yeah, I'm excited to play tonight.
Yeah,
it's a fun deck, and I've posted a couple of replays with you guys of just some absolute gross plays that I've had, where, like, one game, it was like turn 7, I had 10 mana. I played Malygos, I broke the twig, I played Floop, and swiped and double moonfired his face. It didn't kill him somehow. But he got him down to like 5, and he couldn't remove the Floop, so I just UI'd him for 10 the next turn, and he was done. So
you're saying when you have situations like this, you post these type of screenshots and stories to the Hero Power patron Discord that you can be part of over at patreon.com/Hero Power?
As often as I can, absolutely.
There's your one commercial for the show. I promise.
There we go.
All right. So, actually, that's going to about wrap us up. We're going to go check out this deck live and play a couple of games with it. If you guys want to see that, you can check those VODs out on our YouTube or on our website. Make sure if you want to watch any of the gameplay we do on the show, you can always find those in those 2 locations. We post them up at the same time the audio becomes available for download on Thursday morning. So go check those out. All right. Well, if you're joining us on Twitch or YouTube live, please stay tuned for the play portion of our show. If you are listening via our audio podcast, we'd like to thank you for joining us. Remember, you can follow us on Twitter at @HeroPower_cast. You can find all of our past episodes on YouTube at youtube.com/ECMMOGamers or on our website at HeroPowerHS.com. If you enjoy the show, you'd like to help support and improve it, or you'd like to join the Discord that Zerotio was just talking about, you can do so by joining our Patreon at patreon.com/HeroPower. And we'll see you all again next week.
And don't forget to use your hero power, then realize that was wrong, and click the restart puzzle button.
All right, gentlemen. So I will start getting into client here, and I think I am losing my voice.
Yeah, so
while you're loading up Hearthstone, I want to give out a huge shout out to a buddy of mine in Throlamund. He's a buddy of mine in the Dills Slack Slack group.
Mm-hmm.
He took a homebrew deck day one. It's a Tempo Mage 2 Legend, and is now up there in the top 100 area. Just still with the same deck, no changes.
Wow.
I just want to, yeah, and I'm just like he's like stoked. He's like, constantly facing people like Dog, people with Golden Celebration card backs. He's kicking butt and or taking names, and it's awesome. Good job, Joel.
So you're saying he's a Dills slacker?
Yes, absolutely. And he's a teacher on summer vacation too, so he has all the time in the world right now.
Yeah.
He's also Canadian too, but I won't hold that against him.
Oh, all right. Well, I'm in, and as soon as you have an opponent,
all right, click the button, spinning the wheel.
Yeah.
Let's see what I get this time.
This past Sunday, my voice was literally shot. It's hard to believe, but I was not able to talk.
Oh man, I got a worthy opponent this time.
I missed them. Oh my god, Harambe, my god, that is a great name. For those that can't see it because the overlay's cutting it off, our opponent's name is Harambe, my god.
All right. So I got 2 cards I want here. I'm going to drop the Malygos and the Dream Petal. I'm going to kind of hold on to the Twig and probably try to play it.
So, is there any merit to hold the Dream Petal because we have Coin, Wild Growth, and Twig?
I'd like to see if I can get either a Ultimate Infestation or a Nourish with this, just to be completely greedy.
That's fair.
Okay. Well, we got Swap and Naturalize.
That'll be good.
The only thing about that, that's great.
We
just drew into. The only thing about Twig that frustrates me is if I get it out early and I get to the last charge and I don't want to pop my Twig yet, but I need to use my face to clear minions, that's where I have trouble.
Well, you can set it up so you can have like a tempo play with Twig where, okay, I have 10 mana worth of stuff or 20 mana of stuff worth to do in my hand. Let's go ahead and, let's go ahead spreading Plague and let's do a double branching pass. Let's do a UI after that. Just, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And we just to get that huge tempo swing.
We drew into Malygos, so he definitely wants to be part of the party.
All right, I'm thinking part of me wants to do swipe that egg because I don't want him to make any more. Make any 5/5s off of that, and I can just deal with the 1.
Yeah. Is there any merit to swipe coining out Naturalize?
Do that.
Or is that 5/5 for 1 turn not going to kill us? We could always Naturalize it next turn.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, like Twig and Naturalize it next turn.
That's fair.
All right, I'm going to do that. I can take the 5 damage to face. I can definitely take damage with this deck.
We have Branching Paths. So that's a guaranteed 12 armor if we want it. That's
exactly
2.5 turns of the Devil's Sword. So,
yeah, and the reason to pop the egg is so he doesn't pull drop things that
like Terror Scale. That would have been horrible.
Exactly. All right, so I think it's an easy Twig here. twig naturalize anything.
Yeah, I don't think there's anywhere we're going to get to a point where we can burn any of his cards. He won't draw that much, not in Hunter.
I think I'm gonna.
He is really liking his 4th and 5th cards.
Yeah. It's tempted to ping down 2/2 here.
I mean, a value shot doesn't hurt it. I don't think we need to Moonfire it, but
there's coining out Malygos next turn makes a lot of sense too.
Yeah, and we'll still be able to swing since we'll have another point of damage. Ooh. So that looks dangerous.
It is.
But he's not on a Katharina turn. The worst thing he could do is what?
Drop 2
Carnivorous cube?
And a cube or an egg?
An egg would be bad, but not.
It's not, yeah.
I mean,
I think we're still dropping Malfurion here.
Yeah, if we Malfurion for. Is there any merit for doing poisonous?
That's what I'm thinking too. Getting the 2 spiders.
Because if he does drop a Devilsaur egg, we'll be able to pop into the 5/5.
Yeah. And we can kill the Spirit Singer Umbra next turn. If he doesn't clear off the 2/2s, which whatever he does.
Exactly. Well, how is he going to clear the 2/2s? The only thing I can think of is Rexar. Rexar punishes this, but if he just Rexars this turn, then that's, yeah. I mean, he doesn't do anything with the Umbra.
He doesn't do anything with the Umbra, yeah.
And we can kill it with our hero power.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, that's good.
UI.
All right. So I'm thinking probably branching paths for a draw first.
Yeah, definitely first draw. We probably want to armor second, depending what we get.
Yeah, I like that. I'm going to do the armor second.
Yeah, because we're going to be taking 3, so we need some kind of armor. And we might have to
do next turn, but
yeah. Well, glad that didn't come out. That's what he wanted to do.
I think we armor again.
Yeah, I mean,
or draw and armor again.
Yeah, draw armor with hero power is what 9 armor. So
yeah,
I think if he had Play Dead or Terror Skill, that's that Spellstone will be good.
And just armor up here.
Yeah.
And
do we swing the face so that we can activate Twig next turn?
That's what I'm thinking. And if he breaks it, we can UI. So
wait, we could double Malygos next turn.
Yes, we could. And
that turns our Moonfires into 11s. 22. Yep. Oh, man. We could put 1 into the 7/7.
Well, I can put the Jasper Spellstone into the 7/7.
That's true. Is it full? Yeah, it's full up. So we could Malygos, Jasper, pop our weapon?
Or pop the weapon first.
Oh, yeah, we can't Jasper this turn because we're at 9 mana, not 10. Do we want to Malygos, I guess is the question. Or would we...
I'm almost tempted to UI.
That's what I'm thinking. Maybe we just UI. And this way we still have... Now, we don't throw out the Arcane Tyrant because we don't want to turn Floop into the Tyrant, right?
Yeah, you're right.
But we got to do something. We one of these Moonfires has to go, or we're gonna burn.
Yeah.
Send it. Do we kill the 5/4? Oh, no, because it'll pop a 7/7. That's right.
Yeah, we got pretty big spellstones here.
I'm wondering now if we need Fluke to be Malygos since we used the 2 Moonfires.
Well, we still got swipes in the deck.
I guess if we draw a swipe, yeah. Ooh, Spider Bomb's going to be good for him.
Yeah.
He's going for play dead.
This matchup has been hard for me for some reason. I don't know. Like I haven't figured this one out yet.
See, Hunter is in a really good spot right now.
Hunter is by far my favorite class to play right now.
Agreed. It's really good.
Well, there's Spreading Plague. I mean, we could.
Do I play the 6 mana one or the 5 mana one? That's the next question.
Yeah, we could double Giggling.
I like Giggling. I like to actually let me do this.
Yeah.
And then kill that.
Yeah, we have to get rid of Shaw.
And do I take out the 5/4 or do I just wait?
If we take out the 5/4, it leaves up a 7.
Yeah.
I mean, we could take out the 3/3.
But he won't be able to trigger it either. So I know he at least has
true.
one play dead.
Yeah, that's true. Because he is down to 12 cards and likely has 2 play deads and 1 terror skill left.
So now we're definitely on the Azalina plan.
Yeah. I think you're right. Problem is we're only 2 cards closer to fatigue than our opponent right now, so we need to draw.
Yeah, we need to.
I mean, we have Ultimate Infestation, but we don't want to burn Azalina.
And we need to get the Dream Pedal down at some point too.
Yuck.
All right, so I'm thinking.
Do we just stall?
Yeah, I'm thinking we Spreading Plague and Giggling. The 4 mana Giggling.
Will we have room for both?
If we kill, I don't know.
No, we won't have room for both because even if we Spreading Plague now, we'll get up to 5 and we won't have room for 2. Do we need to do both though? Spreading Plague, Arcane Tyrant, just as good, right?
Yeah. Do we?
We lose the Giggling though.
That's fine.
I mean, we could double Arcane Tyrant.
I think we clear these guys off.
Yeah, we trade these off definitely. Wait, this deck runs Mossy Horror, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's why I'm. Yeah, we might get wrecked by Mossy. Do we swipe? We should swipe the 7/3.
Yeah, I think we swipe, but throw down the other Tyrant.
You got it.
Definitely. So we have at least 2 decent minions survive Mossy Horror.
And we can UI next turn to get further into our combo.
Yeah, there's the Horror. He's just going to go face. It's not lethal, no. Nope, he is going to trade.
You got to ask, does anything feel better than Mossy Horror against a board full of Spreading Plague?
That's true. Does that even help us?
It doesn't do much.
I mean, it'll leave 11
at this point.
12, 13. I mean, it keeps us alive.
You know, are you thinking the 5/4?
Yeah. We definitely have to hit the Direwolf Alpha with it.
God, we're not getting anything good.
It takes the most damage off the board. Well, we got Giggling and Spreading Plague again.
Okay, I can stall for a little longer.
Yeah.
Wow, why'd the lights go out in here? Hold on.
Yeah, jump around. Do a little dance. Happens to me when I'm in the bathroom too long. Lights just go out. Then you have to use this plunger and a toilet paper roll to make a little flag and wave it until the sensor catches it. Wow. No mercy.
Yeah. So, Kind of have to naturalize this 5.
Naturalize what?
I don't know. I'm trying to think here. Are we dead? We're just dead, aren't we?
I mean, spreading plagues will help us.
Yeah. I was trying to think. We're going to kill this poisonous one, right?
How do you kill it?
Yeah.
Because you have to do an extra point of damage.
Naturalize it, I guess.
I could naturalize it.
Yeah, I mean, you could go ahead and pop the cube, naturalize the 5/6. That doesn't kill off our do job, but maybe we should have spreading plague before we naturalized.
Yeah.
I guess it really doesn't matter.
I can play this Arcane Tyrant though.
Yeah.
In my deck.
Then it does matter.
So then we can.
Yeah, I like that. They don't run 2 Mossy Horrors, I don't think, right?
No.
Unless he get that one off Stitch, did he? No, he didn't.
That lethal?
That's pretty much
Yeah,
we're
lethal. That's lethal. That is a tough matchup. I swear, I can't make that Hunter deck work like that for me. Harambe truly is a god.
I'm trying to think. We didn't pull. We should have. I think we should have waited the Malygos until we had swipes.
Yeah.
That's probably accurate.
That's probably where we went wrong there.
I think we played the Malygos with the intention of double Malygosing, and then we changed our mind, and that's what caught us.
Yeah. Like I said, I'm not good at this deck.
Well, I mean, like I said, there is merit to practicing a deck.
I'm just gonna pitch all these.
Yeah, I mean, I like branching paths, but this early it's just not needed. It's good card draw. Wow.
That's bad.
At least we got the nourish.
This is an E-Mulligan, this full hand, and it's an even Warlock. I could actually just burn him down quickly. Burn him down then.
Well, this could be that even anti-control, or it could be even.
That's the other.
Mecha Cthulhu.
Yeah. Ooh, these naturalizers are gonna be really nice against this deck, especially if he drops giant on 4.
Oh gosh, yeah, those naturalizers are just so juicy.
Yeah, we're just gonna play Inspire Druid for a few turns.
Inspire Druid, my favorite druid. Don't forget to use your hero power.
So yeah, these.
He's so that means next turn he plans on. Oh, that'll be good. That's good.
Yeah, I'm gonna play that and just pass.
We could nourish coin. We could nourish naturalize next turn.
That's
I think we're almost guaranteed to see a giant here.
Or 4/10.
There's the giant.
Oh,
We're gonna
burn, baby, burn.
I'm gonna nourish first,
Yeah.
and then see what I burn.
Burn, baby, burn, burn.
Got a sack pack. Whatever.
Sack pack. So
And a demonic project.
Yes. This is the anti combo. Oh, we could do it again. Is it worth doing it again?
I think it's worth dropping the dream title.
Yes.
Yeah.
Naturalizing again. 2 Malygos seems pretty good.
What do we get?
I got the Shroom Brewer. And
2
the other demonic project.
The other demonic.
Woo-hoo!
That's the card he needed. This is looking sick. If he can't kill this, he has to kill this, right? He can't.
Kill it, but he's going to use the spell. Oh, man.
Well, see, now he's going to empty his hand, but the damage is done. Is it too soon to the face?
It's
Face.
never too soon to Malygos.
It's never too soon to Malygos. Oh my gosh.
This deck is gross. Did I tell you this deck was gross
I
sometimes?
was horribly wrong. This poor rank 6 warlock's like, I just want to get to rank 5.
Turn 7 lethal.
Yeah.
And to be honest, the deck he's playing can beat this deck. But
yeah. we just got really lucky with the demonic project.
1-1.
Yeah, those naturalizers were just absolutely sick.
Earlier today, on Twitter, I was lamenting the fact that aggro decks are dead. But I just killed this guy on turn 7.
That's right. With a Malygos.
With the Malygos.
You know, that Mally aggro.
Ink says, hey, look, you win. Wait, Ink, that's if I was talking. Wait, I don't.
That's old.
Talk? That was from a long time ago. You're way out of it.
Hey, Versika showed up. I'm not paying attention to chat, clearly.
All right, so I think I'm pitching all 3 of these again. It worked last time.
Yeah, I mean, this is Warrior, so this is probably Odd Warrior, so spreading play is going to have almost no value.
First, so we need to find some ramp.
Well, there's Nourish. Well, let's just Spellstone. We'll have time to build it up. It'll be useful. It'll get rid of...
And I think our win condition with this against this matchup, quite honestly, is the Toggwaggle combo.
Yeah, this is the odd mech, you think? Ooh, double Nourish.
I think it's the odd mech warrior.
You have more experience with the most recent odd deck.
I've played 1 game with it, so.
Yeah, you have the most experience with the most recent odd deck. And this is the deck you were talking about possibly trying for next week, maybe?
That's or some along these lines.
Is that this one? Okay.
Oh, this is wild growth on.
There we go. This will push us right into Nourish next turn.
By the way, Super Collider, super good card. In the 1 or 2 games I played, the 1 game I played with it.
So it always makes me itchy whenever I see someone playing a control warrior style, but not golden warrior. Because that tells me they just haven't played enough control warrior.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I'm not usually snobby about most of the golden classes, but to me, when you're going to play control warrior, it takes a lot of practice. I got 450 of my 500 original wins off the back of control warrior, and I don't consider myself an expert even at that point.
I'm tempted to nurse for cards here now.
I like that. I like the card draw here because we need something. We need something to get our combo going. That's not.
There's Giggles.
UI will help. There's Giggles.
At least I upgraded my Spellstone.
I'm never going to be able to stop calling her Giggles now.
It's Giggles.
She is absolutely, her voiceover is absolutely cute. I got a thing for gnomes anyways, though, so.
So this is Inspire Druid versus Inspire Warrior, pretty much.
Yeah.
He has to play something. He's at 10 cards.
I'm going to get 4 armor. I'm going to get 1 and take 1 of yours away. Well, I'm going to get 4 armor again.
Stonehill, whatever. That puts him right back at 10.
Pick.
That didn't do him any good.
No, he's at 9.
Yeah, he played the coin. He burned the coin.
Yeah, he burned
that's
the
right.
coin. He stat pick, which tells me that was probably hatchling.
Do we naturalize and force him to burn?
I want to wait until we take his deck to naturalize. Okay. But then again, he's odd warrior, so he can't run.
Dead Man's Hand.
No, I'm thinking me hungry, you yummy guy.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm talking about.
Me hungry, you yummy.
Yeah.
I don't remember the card name.
Do I care enough to spellstone that? I don't think I do.
I don't think so. I mean, we have the swipe in the future. I guess my other question was going to be, do we go ahead and put down a second giggle? But I think we wait to bait out a brawl.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, he has literally played one card, and that's Stonehill Defender.
It's probably Super Collider. Yep, there's Super Collider.
That is a weak Super Collider.
It's actually not bad because it kills 2 minions, but
2 weak minions. I mean,
yeah.
I'm wondering if maybe we shouldn't giggle it again, make him use those charges.
Maybe. Yeah. I don't see why not. We're not going to win with the direct damage.
Yeah.
Let's clear this guy off.
I like that. I mean, with the Divine Shields, he's going to have a hard time, even with Super Collider.
And that 3/4 actually is pretty good.
Yeah. The Super Collider doesn't clear anything here.
That's good.
That's
the worst one.
The worst of them. We can swipe Hero Power that. Might be the best swipe board we get.
He's drawing.
Yeah.
That's good for us.
Well, actually, us drawing is better for us.
Yeah, we want to draw. Yeah, that's kind of a weak Super Collider swing. There's Malygos, but we'll have to get Twig because we used our Floop. Do we swipe this and Hero Power down the?
We swipe it down and then just go face for the rest.
Yeah.
I was almost tempted to just spreading Plague for 1 just to get it out of our hand.
Yeah, I'm wondering if we shouldn't save it for when we get Arcane Tyrant, though.
Yeah. Okay.
We still have our Naturalize.
And so I'm thinking, he's at 9. Oh, there's our Twig.
Naturalize Twig?
Why not?
I don't know what we'll burn.
Burn 2 cards.
I'm not sure what we could burn.
One's a Super Collider.
Okay. We got to work on some of this armor if we want the combo to go off.
Yeah, I'm not worried about the Dynamatic's not terrible.
That's actually a really good burn. So we can swipe Moonfire.
That's fine. I figured that was going to happen.
That stinks. Now we're gonna have to rely on the Peddler. So now we spreading Plague? Ooh. Or do we want
like spreading Plague here?
Yeah, we're not gonna get much better.
Brawl.
Yeah, we're not gonna get much better spreading Plague, huh? Do we waste a swipe here though, since we're probably not gonna get a Malygos turn?
He doesn't run execute, so I'm not too worried about that. But we will shield slam it.
Yeah.
And maybe we just get it. Maybe we just get it out of our hand.
Yeah, I mean, we don't really have the value of Malygos in the swipe now. I do like that target though. And this clears 3 minions off the board with the run in. Omega Assembly is full again. He didn't seem impressed by any of the mechs he got. Okay. There's one brawl. He's had that since the beginning of the game?
Yeah, he's held on to that one for a while.
Wow. That's okay. We have Malfurion to reload.
Yeah, I'm not worried about it. That's
Scorpomatic.
Nice. Incoming.
I love that card, by the way. I'm surprised it's not in the meta right now.
All right, so I'm thinking we just Malfurion for 1/5s, kill, and just go face with it. Malfurion.
Just go face. We don't clear that.
No, I don't really care about. Well, he could magnetize it. We could spellstone it.
Yeah. What else we got? Spellstone.
And we need to get some combo pieces out for.
Yeah, we need to make some room for infestation.
Yeah.
I would agree. We may end up Malygos and Moonfire just for some kind of clear, since it looks like our game plan is going to be Toggwaggle, right?
Yeah, definitely Toggwaggle game plan.
We don't want the Malygos in our hand for when we get the peddler, because we don't want Malygos getting reduced. We want Toggwaggle or Azalina, right?
Yeah. This is Robobson's list.
This is Robobson's list, actually.
The list will be playing probably next week.
Dang you, Robobson, always cursing me.
Actually, here's a good turn for the Malygos that we were thinking about.
Yeah.
And just Moonfire Elise.
Yeah.
And just because we're not going to win by face damage at this point.
I agree. We're going to win.
He needs to figure out a way to get rid of that.
And we can simply UI next turn.
Yeah, UI him for 10 if he doesn't kill a Malygos.
This may bait the other brawl.
Reckless Flurry.
That's actually really good, because that takes away. That's like 15 damage for us.
Yeah.
Whoa.
That's right. A second.
Oh, yeah, that's right. He's old.
It's a good UI target, too.
It is a good UI target.
Let's hold on to this Naturalize.
Yeah, we definitely want to hold on to Naturalize. This will burn through our deck a bit. I'd love to draw the second UI.
Hey, guys, we should probably hold on to that other Naturalize.
Should we?
Stop the Arcane Tyrants, right?
Yeah, definitely. We need to make room for the other UI, right?
Exactly.
That was a good tempo swing that turn.
It was.
And we could really, if we wanted to, we could branching pass twice and get another 4 damage on the board if he doesn't clear.
Mm-hmm.
We could. Yeah.
Sorry, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 damage.
Wow. Wait a minute.
Oh, he's okay. That makes sense.
That's why. He didn't want to waste the 3 armor just for, something he didn't need. That's another
That's a
Dynamo.
How good it is.
Yeah, the Dynomatic. That is such a good card. Now that Dynomatic, that came from a Mega Assembly, so he still has one more in his deck.
Yeah. I think
Do we branching pass for card? Oh yeah, Wild Growth for cards. That's right.
There's the other UI.
So one,
you want
two,
spellstone that?
Do we need to get armor first, or no? It's max. Yeah. Do we need to use one of these branching paths
for a draw?
Well, we have UI for draw. Well, we're not going to use it, are we? Yeah, I'd say for draw, because we'll have.
Well, next UI. Actually, the next UI will clear our hand. So that's actually, let's just tank up as much as we can.
Okay.
And then I'm going to spellstone this guy down.
And then hero power face or
Yeah.
armor.
Yeah, let's hit him in the face.
Keep his armor cleared down.
Yeah.
Because we're going to go into fatigue. And we're at 56 versus the armor warrior.
At 30. Welcome to the control meta.
Yep. The combo meta.
Combo's dead. Too much aggro.
Combo's not dead.
I'm hoping we can pull Dr. Boom off Azalina. That'd be sweet.
Oh gosh, yeah, it would. Yeah.
There's Giggles.
Do we need to just?
I think we just.
So. I think we
have
just
7
UI.
cards in our hand.
But that's okay because we only have 3 cards in our deck, so we won't burn any cards.
2 of which are combo pieces. Azalina and Dream Petal.
But my point is they will not burn.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you're right.
We'll take fatigue damage, but they won't burn.
That's fine. Yeah.
Feels bad, man. Last 3 cards. So we're definitely. Ooh, we don't want the pedal to hit the giggle. So we want to giggle next turn.
Yeah, I think so.
Giggle branching path for armor.
Or yeah.
I mean, we could do it for attack.
Moonfire attack. Or Moonfire and
Something.
Yeah, Moonfire something. Just to use it.
Yeah, armor or attack, either way, it's kind of 6-1, half does the other.
So we're definitely razor pedaling next turn.
Yeah, that's a gimme. The Ferocious Howl will not give us more armor than we will.
Ferocious Howl's not going to be played.
Yeah, because we'll take more fatigue than we'll get.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because we'll only get 5 armor. We'll be taking 6 fatigues or 5 fatigues, so it's net.
We'll take 6 with Ferocious Howl since we're on 4 right now.
No, our next draw is 4, so we take 5.
Oh yeah. Right.
My HS deck tracker skill is guru level.
He's had a card on his left-hand side since turn 1.
I know. And his second card's been there since turn 3. I'm kind of...
There's Boom.
He knows Azalina's coming out, and he did not want us having that.
He has been a man of class and taste. I also have a Golden Dr. Boom.
I do too. I crafted it.
Same here.
So wait a minute.
I'm thinking armor, or do we just go face?
I think we just go face because he's going to start taking fatigue.
Yeah.
But here's what I'm worried about. I'm worried about his Azalina.
Oh, you're right.
Uh-huh.
There's Waggles. Don't have Azalina. No Azalina.
If he Azalinas, this is... He wouldn't have hero powered if he has Azalina, because then he loses it. Wow, he is getting all the oh my goodness, that Dinomatic was on fire. Seriously?
So we're gonna Toggwaggle
Azalina. Yeah. Toggwaggle naturalized, then Azalina. That's sick. So sick. What do we get?
Ooh, Mega Assembly. And 2 Angora packs.
Oh, Mega Assembly. We can play it now. Well, no. Fill our hand up. No, it doesn't matter.
I think we shield slam this dude.
Yes. Just to make a point.
And his Azalina is still in his deck, I guess.
If
Goodness.
He has it, yeah.
Well, he might, yeah, because we didn't get it. If he has Azalina, I mean, sometimes this deck doesn't run Azalina, but it usually is kind of a get out of jail. Wait, do we get his Angoro packs?
We got 2.
We got 2 Angoro packs in the hand.
Oh, in the hand, that's right. So he can swap back, but then we can swap back.
I think he might. He's done.
He just burned his face. Nice.
There you go. 2 and
Will's
1.
board. That was fun.
That was a lot of fun.
And somewhere he is cursing Rebobson, and that makes me happy.
And I just completed my quest. Thanks, guys.
Yeah. And I've got 3 packs to open, courtesy of the Boomsday project.
Gosh, it's like you've been busy doing stuff.
Yeah, I know, right?
Here comes a legendary.
Thunderhead. You play a card with Overload, 7/2/1/1 Smarts with Rush.
Here comes a legendary.
I don't know. I opened one pretty recently, so.
Oh, did you?
Yeah,
okay.
my pity timer is probably nowhere near.
That's all right. It's going to be a golden legendary just to make us mad.
It usually is. It's what he does. Makes us mad.
No legendaries. You guys are in the clear.
For now.
All right. Well, that was a lot of fun. That was a fun deck, fun show. So, you guys have any last minute things you want to talk about before we wrap?
We have the kind of tournament meta kind of starting to go up. We had obviously had HCT Germany right after Boomsday, before the meta was established. Copa America was this past weekend. I didn't get to watch a lot of it. I didn't get to watch any of it because I was busy. But you're going to start seeing the tournament meta get kind of heavy to finish up this season, going into the fall, which is last call. And then we have BlizzCon. So if you happen to be planning to go to BlizzCon this year, I will be at BlizzCon. You'll probably see me wearing my Hero Power shirt with Zerotio across my back, because I like to stand out in the crowd. And I will also be attending World of Podcasts Con Before the Storm. So if you want to go to Con Before the Storm, I will be attending there, along, watching all my fellow podcasters and doing stuff like that. So feel free to come and say hi to me.
Matt, you got anything?
No, just we're in a really good spot. Enjoy all the fun. Find something you love to do. I'm just going to echo what Andrew said from the Happy Hearthstone. Find something you want to do. Find something you love. Find a deck that you just absolutely will have a good time with. And that we're in a good spot in the meta. I think we're still figuring things out, and I think we'll be figuring things out for weeks to come. So, yeah, enjoy Hearthstone, because it's a fun game.
Yeah,
it is in a really good spot right now. There's a lot of complaints of Hearthstone being extremely difficult on the ladder and competitive, but to me, that is nothing but a positive, because I don't want to play a game that I just easily rank up the ladder and feel like I'm the best in the game. That, to me, that's a game I don't want to have fun playing. The competition is frustrating. Not getting legend or barely getting legend some months is frustrating, but that's a good frustrating, because it means I can get better at the game.
All right, there you go. Well, that's going to do it for us this week. If you have any questions or comments about the show, please email us at heropowerpodcast@gmail.com. Do us a favor and hit that subscribe button below on YouTube if you haven't done so already, and give us a follow on Twitch to be alerted when we go live. For more details about our Patreon, you can check that out over at patreon.com/heropower. Till next week, good gaming.
Bye, guys. You're good.
And another